The Olympus Project. Gaia, Book 1. Written by Zoë Routh. Performed by Christina, Percival. For Leith, thanks for showing how leadership can build a world worth living in. Part 1. The Call-Out. Chapter 1. Humans evolve in their environment. If we can create environments that expand the human spirit, we have a chance of calling forward mankind's better nature. The World Designer's Manifesto. Sydney, Xanthe. The spacesuit pressed down on her like a lead blanket. The chair rattled and shook her violently. Xanthe felt the skin of her face grow taut and strained. Then suddenly there was weightlessness, relief, and the view of the world below, a soft, blue, mottled curve against the black forever of space. Awe swelled within her as it did every time she snuck into the VR simulation hub for a joyride. All too soon they re-entered the Earth's orbit, landed, and the lights burned bright, assaulting her senses. Back now in the VR room with its bland walls and disappointing reality. Xanthe trudged into the change room along with the other punters and stripped off her well-worn hired sensor suit. She slipped out to the stinking hot streets of Sydney. Poor Sydney. A pale version of its former glorious self. The city had survived the long years of COVID, the first pandemic, but then subsequent viruses had sent city dwellers scurrying for the country. Towering office blocks stood empty like soulless sentinels. The ground floor windows, at first bright with hopeful "for lease" signs, were boarded up and smattered with graffiti. The "for sale" signs came and fell next, like autumn leaves trodden underfoot. The tsunami washed out the rest, wrecking the beautiful harbour with a devastating backwash. It was only when the drought and the rising inland heat sent people back to the coast that Sydney experienced its latest renaissance. Old commercial properties were repurposed for inner-city living. New density requirements crammed people into renovated eco-buildings, brimming inside with vertical greenery, coated on the outside with plants to keep the building cool. These often formed a hydroponic sleeve, feeding the building's inhabitants with a vertical farm. Xanthe stopped on a corner and looked up. This was one of her prized projects. As chief designer, she had turned this old corporate tower into a family oasis. The entrance was resplendent with trees and tropical...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?